Why retirement can lead to quietly quitting on yourself, and how to stop it. If you're retired or newly retired and something feels a little bit off, not terrible, not dramatic, just subtle and uncomfortable, I want to talk to you for a few minutes about this because what you're experiencing is very, very common and no one really talks about it. So, we're going to talk about it today because when you first start to retire, everything is so great and so new. And so, I don't care at all about setting my alarm, talking to anyone today. I don't care about making decisions. I don't want to lead a team. I don't even want to decide sometimes what's for dinner, which is crazy because your central nervous system finally gets to exhale. No alarms, no deadlines, no consistent decision making or pressure, which is great because your body comes out of a chronic stress mode. And that feels like freedom. Maybe you sleep a little better. Maybe you slow down. Maybe you stop bracing for that next demand or fire drill like I did. This phase is really, really healthy, and your system needs that decompression. So if the first weeks or months felt calm, spacious, and even joyful, that makes total sense. It's like a honeymoon phase of any transition or any change. But then there's something that happens in between. And it's very quiet. Once the system starts to settle in, the brain starts doing what it does best. The brain is wired to keep us safe and away from danger or discomfort. It seeks comfort, not meaning, not fulfillment, comfort. So you tell yourself, oh, I'll work out tomorrow, or I'll go for a walk tomorrow, or I'll call that friend I've been meaning to call. I'll do it later or soon. And you meant it, but tomorrow comes and you don't do it. Later passes and you stay put. Weeks go by and you haven't called, not because you don't care, but because nothing is pushing you anymore. The brain says, it feels fine. Let's stay here. We don't want to put ourselves out there. We don't have to. And this is the part no one prepares you for. You don't give up loudly. You don't fall apart. You just start quietly quitting on yourself. And we heard quietly quitting back in the COVID time. You stop following through on the small promises you made yourself before you retired. You know the ones. We're going to travel and see the world. We're going to spend more time with the grandkids. I'm going to start to do artwork again. And over, you start to see subtle disconnects from your inner being and like who you really wanted to be. You start thinking, I don't know why I feel flat. I waited my whole life for this. Why do days all blend together? And then the self judgment shows up. And that's the real part that rings you. It's like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get this together? Why can't I take better care of myself? Why can't I do what I said I'm going to do? Nothing is wrong with you. It isn't a motivation issue. It isn't a structure and awareness issue. It's an issue with your brain. Let me pause here. If you're listening to this and think, yes, this is exactly what's been happening to me, and you'd like support navigating this phase of retirement, you can schedule a breakthrough call with me at margaretzickcoaching.com. There's no obligation, and I guarantee you'll walk away with getting value or insight, even if we never ever work together. All right, let's keep going. Here's the shift that changes everything. Retirement isn't about filling your time. It's about engaging with yourself on purpose, with intention. That starts by noticing the thoughts driving comfort and disengagement. Thoughts like, I don't feel like doing it. It doesn't really matter. I can do it later. Those thoughts create a feeling of neutrality and apathy, and that feeling leads to inaction. This is where gentle thought work matters. When you question those thoughts, instead of automatically believing them, you regain choice, and choice brings back energy. If retirement feels different than you expected, it doesn't mean you've made a mistake. It means you've moved from discovery to redefinition. This phase asks a new question of you. How do I want to show up for myself now without the external pressure of someone else telling me, like my boss? And once you answer that intentionally, retirement stops feeling flat and starts feeling alive again. If this resonates with you, you're not alone. In the next video, I'm going to talk about some basic skills to help you get some thought work around feeling grounded and engaged again. If you got value from this, I invite you to watch the next video up here. And when you're ready, support is waiting. Take care.